Hello, 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 my YouTube subscribers and my newcomers on board. Thank you so much for tuning in to Celebrity and Variety Talk. I'm your host, as usual, Josie Latimer, coming once again with news regarding Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby is now forgotten. It seems like he's forgotten. It seems like everybody has put him on the back burner because you don't hear much about him anymore. Bill Cosby is locked up, and all of these other predators and molesters and all these people walking around. And you know what? I think it's because of his race. I really do. Because when you look at Weinstein and all these other people that are just walking around, and Bill Cosby had just as much money as the rest of these people. So why is he still locked up? Because of one individual that went to him 3 times. One individual that went to him 3 times, you guys. What I wanted to let you guys know is I have a friend that actually was in this movie called Uptown Saturday Night. And like he said, many of these people, these men, all of these groupie women, they always wanted to hop on the clothes wardrobe van and be with these celebrities. And he says it's very common in Hollywood. And many of them that are talking about Bill Cosby and that have him locked up, if you check into their background and the skeletons in their closets, they too should be behind bars. Now, that Constant woman, the last woman, it seems to me that he went to prison. I'm not saying it's right for what he did with putting that pill in the drink. But on this particular woman is what I'm speaking of. This woman actually put the pills in her own drink. I mean, he put them in her hand, and it was up to her to decide whether she wanted to do this or not. And sadly to say, it seems like she wanted to set him up with this because of the fact that she went to him 3 times. The first time she said he made some kind of gesture to her, a sexual gesture. The second time, I think he took her out to dinner and then she went to his house and he made another gesture. And then I think that third time, if I'm not correct, that third time was when he actually put some pills in her hand and she decided to take those pills. Well, didn't your parents teach you? Let me know what you think, guys. I know my parents taught me you never take pills or anything from anybody, if you don't know what they are, what they would do to you, and especially a man. And why would she even go to his house? If he made all of these sexual gestures towards her 2 times prior, that means you're asking for trouble. And I think it's really, really sad that the rest of these people are not in jail. And Bill Cosby is still, at his age, still locked behind bars. So it seems like they locked him up and threw away the key. Nobody cares. Once you get in that system like that, just like OJ, remember how it got really quiet for like years, years and years and years, unless a fight broke out or he did something to make publicity. Otherwise, you don't even hear about these people anymore. They're just like regular people. And that's why I always tell people that your money doesn't mean anything. You got to do the right thing and have God in your heart, because when it's time to go or time to get in trouble, that money can't save you. And especially if you're an African American man, we all know that. We all know that when you are an African American, you are going to have to pay when you do something wrong. Like Weinstein, because he's not an African American, and I'm not prejudiced at all. I'm just being flat out frank to all the people out there, the white people, black people, Asian people. I'm just telling the truth, and the world knows how it is. So I'm not trying to be racist or anything like that. But if you are an African American, a black person, I mean, I think the black people even get it more so. The African Americans get it more so than the Africans and Nigerians for some reason. I don't know why, but it seems like the black men, they catch hell. They catch hell. So this is why they shouldn't do anything. And they keep putting themselves in that position, and they should not do it because, I mean, trouble is out there knocking on their doors. And you have a lot of groupies coming after all of the celebrities for money. Very seldom a relationship of that sort when a groupie comes after a celebrity, another nationality comes after an African American celebrity, because most of the celebrity players are African American. It started out that way, and so you have a lot of groupies, because I knew a lot of groupies in California, and a lot of them did land those guys. I mean, they land them, and then it doesn't last. They do it for support. Once a woman lands a celebrity, she is taken care of for the rest of her life, especially if he's a celebrity. Now, if he's not a celebrity and a woman land a man that's pretty well off, she's taken care of for 18 years. And if she didn't budget her money within that 18 years, then she has to go out and get a job. If you land a celebrity, a woman is rich for the rest of her life, because he has to take care of the baby for 18 years. And then with the type of money that he has to pay every month, that's going to be enough money for you to start a business or do anything else that you want. So I tell the men celebrities, you better watch out, because they're out there to get you. Really are. So with Bill Cosby, they threw away the key. This man was old. And this woman, this last woman, oh my God, I know how he feels to have to be sitting behind bars for someone like her. I mean, all the other women that he did it to, he probably would have felt better sitting behind bars than this woman that set him up. This Constand woman, that tall lady, that I don't know if she played tennis or whatever she did. But anyway, it was all for the money, because he had already paid this lady almost, I think, $4 million. And then she's going to come back for more, saying that he put pills in her hand. If any man put pills in your hands, all you have to do is go to the bathroom and flush them or throw them back in his face. I'm quite sure most of you that are watching this, parents have taught you, even if you go out when you're younger, my mother used to say, don't you ever let a man buy you a drink without you going to the bar with him, or you're watching every single thing. Because anybody, not just a man, you trust nobody with your drinks or your food, unless you're in a restaurant and they're serving everyone. But anytime you're around people and you're out partying or whatever, you don't never know what could happen. This world is really something else. So I just wanted to say, Bill Cosby is still locked up, and it's like you don't hear anything. It's like he's just like a regular person on the streets, as if he never was a celebrity. His name has just blended into the walls, into the air, and Weinstein is still out here. That is so sad. Weinstein is still out here, and Bill Cosby is locked up behind bars over a woman that went to him 3 times, knowing that the first time, if he made an advance, she knew that eventually he would go ahead and act. And who's to know if she turned him on and did it just so he could act? There's a lot of that happening. And see, women, my mother used to teach my brothers, you better be careful, because a woman can get you every time. She can. She knows what works for a man. She knows what works for a man. We know what works for a man. I mean, men are like little babies, little boys. That's why when a man gets sick, he's just like a baby. So these women take advantage of that situation. And especially if you're a celebrity, you should be more careful. Like I said, I am not for any man that disrespects a woman in any kind of a way. But the thing of it is, Bill Cosby, if he would have got charged for all these other women, that wasn't this woman that he already paid off, and this woman that took the pills herself, seemed like it would have been better if he would have paid for the people that he put the pills in the drink, not for the one that he didn't. She put it in her own drink and went to him 3 times, knowing that he had already came at her. So what does that tell you guys? Bill Cosby is locked up and the key is thrown away. What do you guys think about that? I mean, do you ever think about Bill Cosby? I mean, my God, he is just thrown away. Half of his life is over. And Camille, this is what I really want to say. Camille, I commend her for being such a classy lady. She kind of stayed out of the limelight, But do you think Camille really knew what was going on with Bill Cosby and all these women? And because she had everything she wanted, and she knew that he was taking care of her, and she didn't need to want anything. So, do you think that she actually knew that Bill Cosby was messing around on her? Do you really think that? Do you think she didn't know and she just found out when all of this stuff came out about all of these women? And we all know that if one woman opens that door for a case or a lawsuit, and any other woman that was around him and he possibly could have made a gesture, being a celebrity, you are a bait. You are a living bait, just like R. Kelly and all the rest of them. Even though you was not supposed to molest no child. R. Kelly was not supposed to molest no child, even though he was molested when he was a child. See, this stuff can go on. It can be embedded in a child, and he didn't get help for it. Even though he didn't get help, he still has to pay for the mistakes that he made because his mind was of a child. He molested a child, and he got to pay for doing that. But the person that molested him is not paying. This stuff is really something else. So people better wake up, and men better wake up, because it's too many beautiful women out here. You don't have to go and molest no child. So that has to be the mind of an individual. Or, like I said, R. Kelly was a child when he was molested, allegedly, by his sister. His brother was on YouTube talking on Tasha K's site, saying something about he was molested, him and R. Kelly, and the sister would call each one of them in the house at different times. That is really, really something. And here Bill Cosby is, they say allegedly, that he molested all of these women. That's really something. But Weinstein did the same thing, you guys, and he is out. He's not in jail. So it shows you it must be because of Bill Cosby is black. And Bill Cosby, he was the first black all-American family on television. And so they wanted to break him down, and those women did it because he put himself in that position. Anytime you're a celebrity, you should know to stay back. Stay back. And definitely not offer pills to any woman. Back in the days, it was these pills going around, and my mother used to tell me, you watch it because men will slip whatever you call it, in a woman's drink, one of those date rape pills, and you won't know what the hell happened. So, but in this case, the last case that put Bill Cosby behind the bars is the case that I'm focusing on right now, is that particular lady took those pills herself. She took the pill herself. He put it in her hand. He told her, take this and this will make you feel better or whatever. And it was like she said, okay. That was stupid. Unless she was doing it on purpose. That was stupid. And what was more greedy about the situation is that once she got paid her million, she came back and put him behind bars and possibly going to get paid more, or have already gotten paid some more. You see what I'm saying? So she was saying that she's speaking for all of these women, but he is behind bars for the wrong one, the one that actually took the pills herself. And looking at her mother when she was on a talk show I saw, it looked like she has the type of mother that was really tough, like to teach her not to do that. That's what got me. When I saw that mother, I'm like, she knew better than to take those pills. Who's she fooling? She didn't fool nobody but the system. And she didn't fool the system. The system, those people knew in court that woman took those pills herself. And they still locked up Bill Cosby and didn't give a damn about his age. And Weinstein is walking around here, and he has the look of a molester on his face. His skin, everything. He just looks like he would get you. And so Bill Cosby is still locked up behind bars at his age. Life is moving on, and I hope he doesn't die in prison. I hope. And I think he's paid for what he's done wrong at his age. If you give it age and time, I feel that he possibly should have paid, and now they should give him some type of probation or something because that woman did take those pills herself. If they didn't get him for these other people, then those were the people that he should have, went to jail for. But on this particular case, I think he's paid his dues because this lady, Constant, took those pills herself. He put them in her hand and she put them in her mouth. He didn't do that. She did it. When I know from looking at her mother have already taught her, you can tell, she already taught her how to work the system. That girl was taught not to take any pills from anybody unless it's your doctor. You could tell. So Bill Cosby is still locked up, and you just don't hear anything about him. He is forgotten. He is totally, totally forgotten while Weinstein is walking around having fun. So what do you guys think about this with Bill Cosby still being locked up at his age and this woman took those pills herself? Again, I'm for the woman. Any woman that has been abused in this world, that's been abused, and many of us have. I'm not for abuse at all. But I'm talking about facts here that this woman knew that he had came on to her. Well, why would she go back unless she wanted to build a case? You see? That's what I'm talking about. If he came on to you the first time and you call him for advice from your college or school and you go and meet him for dinner after he's already came on to you, what is that saying? That is saying that you are asking for it. You want it so that you can come back and slam dunk him just like you did. What do you guys think? I'm going to end my show with that. And Bill Cosby, they need to let him out now because he's done enough time at his age. And his wife, she shouldn't have to suffer like that for what, he has done. And she's hung in there long enough. And I think they should go ahead and let him out and let him and his wife go ahead and enjoy the rest of their life. Because I think now that he's paid the money, he's paid enough time for his age. If he was a younger person, then that would be kind of different. But at his age, he's paid his dues. And they should go ahead and let Bill Cosby out and enjoy the rest of his life. He's just an old man wasting away in prison. What do you guys think about that? What do you think? Do you think Camille knew? Do you think Constant knew what she was doing or didn't know? This is just my opinion. Everybody is entitled to their own opinions. And the only thing I'm saying is that lady took the pills herself and she went to Bill Cosby 3 times. The first 2 times she said he came on to her, and the third time she said he gave her the pills. I would never go back with nobody I wouldn't care what, that's coming on to me sexually. I would have stopped it right there. I mean, that first time he came on to her sexually, she could have reported him then. You know what I'm saying? Don't wait until something actually happened and then report it when you went back for it to happen. And that was why that case had went cold before, and he had settled, with her out of court. So she wanted to take it further. I wonder, how does she feel knowing that she took those pills herself? I guess she felt like, well, I can get in the door because of my stature and this and that and my bullyingness. And, she was cocky too. She felt like I could get in the door faster than the rest of y'all. So let me go ahead. I got my money now. Now I'm going to go back and I'm going to do some more damage. And that's exactly what she did. And I think the damage has already been done. He's already paid for it at his age. Okay, I'm going to end my show. I could just keep going on and on about that because when I think about this lady took those pills herself and this old man is sitting behind bars and he didn't pay for the crimes that he did, but he's paying for the crimes that he's paying for a crime that she did. She's the one who took the pills. He put them in her hand, but she didn't have to take them. And I know her mother taught her better than that because mine did too. And I know yours and everybody else's mother told you, you do not take nothing unless your doctor gives it to you. Okay, I'm going to end my show, and I thank you so much, subscribers, for subscribing to me. And I'm just really enjoying bringing more and more talks to you. So please click like, share, and subscribe, and I'll be coming back with more of celebrity and variety talk. I'm your host, Josie Latimer, and thank you for watching. Talk to you later. Bye. Tell me what you think now. Okay.